Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now a look at the offense for Jacksonville.
And they come off a tough loss last week, and what's their reward? A 2nd straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league office saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one, that's a difficult task.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will get it at their 20-yard line.
Ready? 60 or. Right here, right here. We got double time. Double time. We got 4.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and then hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
But a home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Oh, okay. That's good. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a carry for Dillon. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. Well, look now at our starting defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Parks looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
Let's go now. 50, plant. 44. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
On first down, Dillon. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 60 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
2nd and 9 now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. To throw on 2nd down. Parks. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. throwing on first down. Parks. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. Parks. And he completes it to Westbrook. And a big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Draw play. It's Eckler. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Parks completes it to the tight end Kittle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run, Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down, here's the run with Cook. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On the carry, it's Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second and 11. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Smith.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Raiders defense getting ready. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed it. Totally missed it.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Parks. He finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown, Jaguars. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Hey, high 7. 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He only has a single solo carry, one. Numero uno. Second quarter, they need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only one carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. Back to throw. Parks.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
He'll get this to Eckler. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Parks. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And a pretty nice tackle there. Ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Let's go, baby.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
52.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before break. Parks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and not much offense so far. 7-3 is the score at the half. Curtis Samuel, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we head out west to the Golden State. Check on the Rams at home in L.A. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And things didn't work out for them. as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 20-14, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? The legal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 52, watch 52, 52, they go.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, credit. Him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Team 6, team 6. Ready.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. On the left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
He would make the play for him, and he did.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Again, it's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Score.
At the Jaguars' 46-yard line.
2nd and 6. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That's it, baby. You got work.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming. Mike 56. Mike 56.
On 1st and 10, Washington nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
We got to step it up.
Looking to throw. Washington. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Take 4, take 4.
Operating from the gun, Washington. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, yeah.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. On 1st down, Dillon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Check it out,
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw. Parks. It's complete to Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. This quarterback now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only one incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Parks. And this will be incomplete. Physical. 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space.
That field shrinks with those safeties. It's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down. Parks. He's got Fuller. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after, keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
The field goal is good.
That penalty is declined.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's it, baby. 18 Gator.
From the gun, Parks. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Parks. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third down and 12. Running it here with Peyton. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, Delta. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready. Shoot.
Back to throw. Washington. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On first down, Washington. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, let's get in that hole. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I got one.
Get it. To throw again. Washington. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4. Fourth quarter. Down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Washington looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down.
5.
56 the mic, boy. 56. Check 56.
On fourth down, Washington got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 3rd down, Dillon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Jacksonville, it's a 2nd win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's a bit of a setback.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Oakland Raiders. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A look there at how the Raiders will start defensively. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play... Typical what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too.
Right, trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A gain there of 21 yards. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
49, hey, orbit. Watch the run.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A look now at the Oakland offense.
One thing for us to keep in mind and remember, they're coming off of their open week last week. They got to sit home and relax a little bit before the final stretch of the season. They got the lucky draw, because every team in the league wants to have that open week later in the year rather than early, they benefited.
Carr completes it, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. A look at the starters now on the defensive side of the ball for the Giants. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they would be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Carr to throw again. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sione Takitaki able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. The open man here, Renfrow. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point safely through. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little.
He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the rookie Saquon Barkley, the one who finishes things off with a touchdown run. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On 2nd and 10, Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Mahomes to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend. So lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. The Rams looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
49.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Later 2. 49 the mic. Watch 49. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
I got him.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll go to Barkley again. Look at the spin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. On first down, Barkley, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Mahomes, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little
for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 27. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On third down, it's Jacobs, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Hey, tighten down.
Go. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. It's our field. It's our.
Hey, Raider 2.
Hey, it's our house.
From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What do you... And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 36. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
We play to win. Let's go.
Yellow.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Check, check, lucky.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. What you want offensively. Good run on first down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Yo, Chief.
49's the mic. Check Mike. 49.
You're mine.
Mike, 49. You better bring it. You better.
Carr going to throw here. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, Jacobs. Oh, refusing to go down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Jacobs now. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Carr going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets...
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.